Hi, I'm Brett Ullman. Welcome to Navigating Everything, the channel where I try and help you deal with big topics like parenting, mental health, and today's topic, which is how to be a better man. Now, a few weeks ago, I did a video, I'll tag it above, on how to be a better man, kind of looking at this idea that we have kind of 8 different categories we need to walk through. I'll kind of put this kind of I call it a flywheel. We could call it a rubric, whatever you want, but you can see there's kind of 8 categories. Today, I just want to cover one of them, looking at the idea of how do we as men deal with the idea of being better in our physical health. And what I want for this is to have kind of simple, achievable goals that you can kind of do, something that you can do as you walk down this path. Now, there's a quote here from a book called Eat, Move, Sleep by Tim Rath, and he says this: "You can make decisions today that will give you more energy tomorrow. The right choices over time greatly improve your odds of a long and healthy life. No matter how healthy you are today, you can take specific actions to have more energy and live longer. Regardless of your age, you can make better choices in the moment. Small decisions about how to eat, move, and sleep each day count more than you think." I kind of like that. It's a great book. I'll add it into the description below. So here's 3 areas that I want you to look at today. I want you to move better, I want you to sleep better, and I want you to eat better. So the first one, let's look at this. I want you to move better. And you might ask, well, what do you mean by that? And I'm like, move, anything, exercise, any type of exercise. And then you'd say, well, what do you mean by better? And I would say, let's just look at 1%. How do you move today, and then maybe this week, and maybe this month, 1% better? And I would just encourage you to do something. Now, there are lots of options that you can do. I have a quick slide I'll put up here that looks at, like, you could go hiking, you could go walking. And I have a video on walking I'll tag above. I think walking is one of the best things because it gets you outside. You know, there's all kinds of greatness about walking. Take a look at that video. You could go for a run. I know many people who love running. I used to run. I now have an injury. I have what's called calcific bursitis in my ankle. It's something a lot of tall guys like me get, but I can't run anymore, but I can walk. Maybe you're kind of not walking, but hiking. Maybe you are biking. I love biking in the summer. I do more spin classes kind of in the winter. Weightlifting, love going to the gym, and then there's different classes at the gym and different things you can do. And I might suggest even the most simplistic thing. When you go shopping, grocery shopping, whatever else, park as far away from the store as you can. Why? Because you gain an extra couple of 100 steps. So the point is here, do something physical and find a way to be more physical in your life, just 1%. Now, looking back at that flywheel I had for men, I think if you did something I'm going to call stacking, you can do a bunch of these things in one. So if you went walking or hiking or biking with your wife or with your children, you actually cover a bunch of these things. One of the best things that we did as a family is we joined a health club when my kids were, I think it was kind of grade 8, grade 9. But here's what's great about it. You go to the gym together. You're driving in cars. You're working out. Well, there's your physical component. You know, as a father, you're gaining, you're modeling good, healthy living. You know, as in your marriage, you and your wife, my wife and I each week seem to go on Saturday mornings and work out together. So there's all these great things that you can do. So I would encourage you, stack as many of these things as you can. So back to move better was the first one. Sleep better is the second one. And if you deal with mental health like I do, you know that sleep is an issue. If you struggle with anxiety, depression, panic, sleep becomes an issue. But the truth is, for all of us, I just want you to sleep a bit better. Now, I have a video I'll tag above on 20 tips for having better sleep. And some of these are just really simple, like less technology before you go to bed, making sure your house is cool. Maybe you have blackout blinds. There's all these kind of things that you could do. And if you are struggling with sleep, and you have been for a long time, I would encourage you to go to a sleep clinic. And if you don't know what that is, you'll have to go to your family doctor. They will give you a referral to a sleep clinic. At the sleep clinic, they will basically, you stay overnight. They'll put all kinds of electrodes all over you to monitor you, and then you sleep. And then in the morning, they can tell you, do you have sleep apnea? Do you have different things? And it's just one of those things to tick off whether you have something actually wrong with your sleep, or maybe it's more kind of lifestyle issues. You're watching TV late, you are stressed, or other things that you might be able to change. So look at how you can sleep better. Even 1% better today, and then overall, we kind of keep growing with that. And the third category here is just eat better. And again, I'm not saying you all have to become vegan or go keto or do whatever diet people are talking about today. Here's what I want you to do. Just eat better. Less processed foods, more fruits and vegetables, more whole meals that you create. I also do something in my life where it's kind of intermittent fasting. I don't do it completely the same, but I don't usually eat from dinner time until breakfast. I don't have any snacks at night. So if I had dinner at 6 o'clock, I then wouldn't eat again and I usually have breakfast at 8:30 or 9 the next morning. It works really well for me. And the last thing is just, you can change restaurants or takeout. Maybe burger, fries, and a Coke becomes a burger, side salad, and a club soda or a water. You see, there's just little changes that you can make there. Now, kind of looking at the practical conversation here, I would ask, do you have the ability to do what you want to do? It's great you say, I'm going to lift weights. Do you have a gym membership? Do you have weights in your house? If you want a bike, do you have a bike? During COVID right now, it's very hard to find bikes to purchase. People in the summer have purchased them, and there's lots of back orders even until the next summer that I've been told. If you want to go for a walk, do you have walking shoes? You shouldn't be outside walking in just kind of flats. You need good running shoes. And do you have like shorts and a t-shirt if you're going to go to a gym and do different things? And I would just encourage you also to think about, do you actually have the ability to do this? It's great you say you want to go for a 10K run, but have you run before? You don't just go out and run for 35, 40 minutes if you haven't done it. You will get injured, you will be hurt, and you will stop doing it. So whatever you do, make it something that you can be successful in. So start with something. If you're going to run a kilometer, run a mile, run whatever, right? Just do something and then build from that. Number 2, I would encourage you to plan the night before. Before you go to bed each evening, sit down and say, what will my exercise be tomorrow? And if in the morning, whether it's before work or if you're going to, usually in the summer and spring and autumn months, I walk in the morning. So I have when I wake up before my wife, I have my shoes and my shirt and everything I need for the weather that day, and I can just grab it and it's all ready to go. It makes it easy for me. And then do what? I'm going to encourage you. So you find out if you have the ability, you plan the night before, and then I would just say, do it. And then repeat, right? Keep this kind of daily thing going day after day and see how you can improve your physical health. I think this is a really big component for us as men, and I think it's something that we can all work at. If you're looking right now for some other conversations around men, I would encourage you to go to my website, brettullman.com, and then click on blog and click on men, and you will see everything that I'm posting on this conversation of men these days. I hope this has given you some thoughts on how to be better in your physical health. We're going to cover all 8 of those rubrics or that men's flywheel in the upcoming weeks, but I'd love to hear how you're doing better in your physical health. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.